don't even know. We don't call it Tidbit Thursdays for the agents, huh? It's just PM.
Not really.
PM advice. PM.
Property management nuggets, maybe?
Nah, something. We'll come up with a name.
We'll figure it out.
It's all right. But anyway, we welcome you back to it. Just another quick tidbit of information from the property management side. For those of you who don't know, we are RE Solutions XV. We are a separate property management company outside of EXP, but we are also EXP agents.
Every last one of us.
Doing sales, buyers and sellers under EXP, but we have our own property management brokerage outside of EXP. So, but one of the questions that we get asked by agents and people all the time is applications. Does everybody need to fill out an application when they're applying for a home? And on top of that, do they have to each pay the application fee? So what's your thoughts?
Yes.
Absolutely, yes. Every adult.
So, according to Texas law,
Yeah.
everyone 18 and older must complete an application, whether they are the main applicant or not, whether they're the applicant or the occupant. They must fill out an application and pay an application fee.
Very much so. So what if it's your 18-year-old child? Yes. What if it's your grandmother that's living with you that's 80 years old? Yes. What if it's your daughter's boyfriend that has soon to become your son-in-law and he will be living with you? Yes. They all are supposed to fill out an application.
Yeah. So the application does, if you actually look at the Texas Realtors application, rental application, it does state on there that all individuals above the age of 18 or 18 and above, needs to fill out an application. And that's because background checks need to be done on these individuals. Mm-hmm. So, and that's where the application fee comes in to play. Individuals need to pay the application fee because of these background checks, right?
So if you have a 17-year-old who's committed a felony, you might be able to sneak it in.
Wow.
Just
Way to
kidding.
go.
Just kidding. But not 18.
True talk, I guess. True talk. But yes. So application fee, each one of them pays it. Now there's different application fees for different property management companies. They can range anywhere from normally is $50 all the way up to $75, $80 per application. And that's really dependent on the property management company and what services they use to screen their applications, because they're paying for that. So for each applicant, they send to a screening background company, or background screening company, however you want to say it. They get charged for that. So it's really dependent if everybody's going to be pulling credit. Everybody's going to be checking criminal history. Now, as far as rental verification, employment verification, some companies just go by whatever information the applicant gives that company. Some property management companies go and actually research that to make sure that this person is being employed by contacting that employer, or this person has lived in these properties by contacting the last two landlords that they've had and stuff like that. And that obviously costs money. The other thing is the criminal history. It's really dependent. Are they just doing a criminal history of the local area, or are they doing a national criminal history?
Yes.
Obviously, if you're doing a national criminal history, you have to pay a little bit more for that. So that's why the application fees vary.
Some of those new companies are also doing background for terrorist activity watch lists as well. So that means they're having to go on to a national, if not international, database and do searches.
Yes.
So that as well will increase the price of a background search nowadays.
That and eviction history. So a lot of them are starting now to actually get eviction history, because they can actually go in there and pull records from not only Texas but anywhere, just to see if there's ever been any filing. Before, for eviction, the only way we saw eviction filings or any evictions on the background screening is if there was a judgment. That means that they actually got evicted. That was the only time we saw it. Now we can actually go in there and check to see if a property management company even filed for an eviction. It may have been stopped because the person paid rent, and that's good. But we already know that the company before us has already filed an eviction against you before. So, and those are different things that they can research now, and that's why the application fees vary. Anything on the renters side that y'all see?
Well, what we see on the renter side is just that, it is really protecting everybody for insurance purposes and actually taking the time to just properly screen. It makes a big difference. Everybody wants people in their properties that are going to take care of their property to that level.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure you get good renters, and the way to make sure that your lease is good, a good solid background check on somebody's criminal history and financial history makes a huge difference.
You know what? Can y'all talk about the pre-screening of
I was just thinking
applicants?
that. So that's why I work with so few renters, because I tell them everything up front. Like, this is what you can expect to happen when we start looking at properties. And for the most part, people don't like what I have to say to them, and they say no thank you, or I wouldn't be able to do it. So I know the people that I'm working with, they understand the process and what's going to happen when they apply. And so that has been helpful for me in making sure that the person that I'm working with is actually going to work out. And yeah.
Right, because you don't want to get into your vehicle and start showing these people properties for rentals. And we know the commissions aren't great for rentals, right? But you don't want to waste that little bit of commission that you're going to get in gas because you're driving these people around because you didn't really pre-screen them, right? Unfortunately, what tenants or what applicants or your clients tell you is probably not going to be what is in reality when we run a background screening check on them, So you gotta, I guess, use your gut, use your judgment when you're talking to these individuals, right?
And I always just explain to my clients too that so I can best help you, because different property management companies have different requirements. I've got a list of people who will accept restricted breed dogs, where the majority does not. So if you have a dog like that, we need to talk and be able to get that in the open. There's companies that won't look at your application if your credit score is not over 600, but I do know of companies that will, as long as it's over 500.
Right.
No, and if you don't inform your clients, you can't help them sort of manage their expectations of what they're going to get. So
Exactly.
if it helps to have an open dialogue about all these subjects for screening, not necessarily if people are honest with you 100%, because sometimes they just don't know.
Right.
And that's a
true.
big part of it. So, it helps everybody to manage their expectations when you appropriately prepare them for
Yes.
screening.
Yeah.
Great point.
For sure.
Yeah. And last thing on applications, depending on the property management company, a lot of them will say that the application fees are non-refundable. Some property management companies will accept any applications that come in, they'll run them, they'll take the money that after they're running the application, obviously, because they're doing all the work, and yes, it's not going to be refundable. But some companies will actually look at the applications and let you know, hey, we don't think this is going to be a strong application. We're not going to run it because we don't want you to waste your money. And this is talking to your clients, obviously. So you may want to contact the property management companies before you actually show them, so that you have an idea of, like Belinda was saying, she already knows some of the processes and procedures of some of the property management companies. So she can tell an applicant, hey, you can submit an application here and you're going to pay the $75 application fee per person, but know that they're going to run it. You're not going to get
Money back.
that money back.
Yeah.
So if they don't accept you, you just lost whatever, $75, $150, whatever. So
And,
With
and
that, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. I was gonna say, with that said, though, the management companies cannot legally pre-screen you and tell you, based on what you said, yes, we can take your applicant, or no, because again, they may not know that they had
right.
something in collections.
Right.
And so they can only tell you if it will be an automatic denial.
right, exactly. So just reviewing the application, right? Because I know Pompey and I will look at an application, and if we see on the application they don't make 3 times the rent, then it makes no sense for us to run it, right? Or if we see something on the application that they don't have enough rental history, man, we're gonna contact the person first and talk to them before we actually run the application, because we're not gonna spend somebody's money just
Unnecessarily.
yeah.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
And that's why when I'm talking to my prospects and clients, I say, look, the reason why I'm telling you about what you may expect is because I do not want you spending money on a place that you may not qualify for. So and that's why that's another reason to have the discussion up front, because I don't want you to, if there's 3 adults it's a $75, that's over $200 that you're spending just to apply for this property. So I try to advocate for the person that I'm working with too. So that's just another reason why I do that.
All right, awesome. Well, this one was a little bit long, and we apologize for that. Just wanted to get some information out. Obviously, we went off track a little bit on the application and went a little bit sideways,
a lot of thoughts.
but yeah, that just means that we have a lot of information to give out. So, hope this helped you. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to any of us. Just look for us on Workplace. You can do a chat or just comment to one of the videos that we send out and stuff like that, and we can contact you. I know Denise has been calling some of the agents.
Yes. Hi, everybody.
Just letting y'all know about us and stuff, and we're grateful for those individuals that are having a positive attitude towards it and stuff like that. We're not here to be your competition. We're just here to help. So any information that we can give you on property management, just give us a call, contact us, and we will be glad to help you. And with that being said, hope you have a good day.
We got to get back to work.
Bye.